Here's a math puzzle that looks really simple, but surprisingly, a lot of people are going to get it wrong. Okay, so imagine this situation. We have 8 people standing in a room. Each person walks around and shakes hands with every other person exactly one time. So the question here is, how many total handshakes occurred? So before we solve this together, let's take a moment and think about your answer. So a lot of people are going to say, all right, there's 8 people, so each person can shake hands with 7 other people. So maybe 8 times 7 or 56 is a good answer. Or maybe there's 8 people, and so we need to multiply by 8, so maybe 64 is the correct answer. And honestly, both of those answers seem reasonable at first. But there's an interesting thing here, and that is both of these answers are wrong. So the correct answer is not 64 or 56. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to carefully break this down step by step, and we're going to see exactly where these counting mistakes happen. And once you see it, the logic will become crystal clear on what is the right answer. Let's use a simpler version of this problem to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so let's say we have 4 people in a room, and let's count how many total handshakes occur. All right, so there are 4 people, and of course we're going to use the same logic, and that is each person can shake 3 other people's hands, right? So you got 4 people, and so each person has 3 other people they can shake hands with. So 4 times 3, of course, would be 12. So this is logical and reasonable, however, it is wrong. And I think a great way to understand why it's wrong is to look at the problem visually. So let's suppose we have 4 people, and each person is A, B, C, D. All right, so we have person A, person B, person C, and person D. So let's count these actual handshakes. Okay, so here is person A. So person A can shake hands with person B, C, and D. So we'll list these handshakes right here. So we have AB, that's one handshake, AC, that's another, and then AD. Okay, so now let's move on to person B. All right, so person B can shake hands with A, right? So that's BA. That's one handshake. Then you got BC, so B can shake hands with C. And then B can shake hands with D, so we have BD. All right, so let's move on to person C and see what happens. And hopefully you can kind of see what's going on here, but I'll explain it in 1 second. So C can shake hands with A, B, and D. So we'll list those handshakes out. So C and A, and C and B, and C and D. And then finally we have person D, and they can shake hands with A, B, and C. So we have DA, DB, and DC as these handshakes. So we have 4 columns of 3, or 3 times 4, which of course is 12. All right, so we have 12 total handshakes here, but what is the problem? And hopefully a lot of you see what it is, and the problem is the following. So this handshake, AB, is the same as this handshake right here, BA, right? So A shakes hands with B, but this is the same as B shaking hands with A, right? So this is a duplicate. In other words, we counted twice here. So over here, person D shakes hands with person C, but over here, person C shakes hands with person D. Again, this is the same handshake. So what's going on is that we actually counted all these handshakes twice, all right? So how do we resolve this? So what we need to do is take our total number of handshakes here, which is 12, and divide by 2. So the correct answer here is 6. So what we're going to do is the following. So there's 4 people. We're going to multiply by how many people each of these individuals can shake hands with. Of course, that is 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. But now we have to divide by 2 to account for double counting. All right, so again, the answer is 6. Okay, so if you understand this, well, then we can apply this to solve the problem. So let's revisit our original problem. So once again, we have 8 people that are in a room, and everyone is going to shake hands one time. So how many total handshakes occurred? All right, so the logic here is that we have 8 people, and each of these people can shake hands with 7 other people. Okay, so 8 times 7, which of course is 56, seems like a reasonable answer, but I just showed you that what's going on here is that we are double counting. So to resolve for that, all we have to do is divide by 2. All right, so the solution is 8 times 7, which of course is 56, but 56 divided by 2, which of course is 28, accounts for the double counting. So the actual number of handshakes that occurred is 28. All right, so this is the right answer. And if you got this right, I definitely have to give you a nice little happy face and an A+. That is fantastic. So hopefully this makes sense. But what I'm going to show you next is a mathematical formula that we could use to actually solve this problem. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. Another way we can solve this problem is by using this formula right here. Okay, so we have n times n minus 1 in parentheses all over 2. So what is n? Well, n is equal to the number of people. So effectively, this is going to help us count pairs, all right? And this is applicable in a problem like this handshake problem. All right, so let's go ahead and put this formula to the test and solve our problem. Okay, so how many people do we have in our problem? We have 8 people. And we want to count how many pairs or how many handshakes. All right, so there are 8 people, so we're going to replace these n's right here with 8. So we're going to end up with 8 parentheses, 8 minus 1 parentheses, all over 2. Okay, so remember in math, you got to do what's inside of the parentheses first. So this will be 7. So now we have 8 times 7, which of course is 56. And we're going to take that 56 and divide it by 2, which of course is 28, which is our answer. Okay, so hopefully you understand both approaches to solve this problem. And if you do, that is fantastic. And let's go ahead and finish up and really make sure you understand these concepts. All right, so if we had 10 people in a room and we wanted to count how many times they could shake hands one time, what would be the answer? Well, we can just simply use this formula right here, all right? Or we can say, well, there's 10 people, and each of these people can shake hands with 9 other people. So 10 times 9 is what? That's 90. And we can divide by 2 to account for the duplicates or the double counting. So the final answer here is 45. Or we have n is equal to 10 in our formula. We can plug that 10 in for this n, and we'll end up with 10 times 10 minus 1, which of course is 9 all over 2. Of course, the final answer again is 45. All right, so hopefully you learned something about counting. And counting problems are fantastic. I mean, they're great little logic puzzles. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you need help in math, a couple quick suggestions. One, I have a ton of content on my YouTube channel from basic math to advanced math. But my best math help will be in my math courses. So you can check those out by following the links in the description. Okay, so with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.